Hi Via, welcome back to It's Akshat Agarwal. This is part 2 of Scratch. Today we are going to make a game that needs no introduction. It is 2020's best and most downloaded game. Yes, you're right. It is Among Us. Before starting this video, please subscribe to It's Akshat Agarwal. Let's do this. The game starts with a character standing on a very zoomed map. We can also move around using the arrow keys, and you may notice as we move, the background keeps changing smoothly. And we can also interact with the objects present in the map. And in part 2, we are going to make it so awesome that it looks like a game downloaded from App Store or Play Store. This Among Us game will be our own version. It will not be like the Among Us found in Play Store. What we are going to do is we are going to make a Among Us game. So first here there would be a computer, and the computer will tell task to do. Then the character has to go to these places, and when the character touches the laptop over there, it tells you a code. And after going to all the places, you go back to this laptop again, and it asks from for the code in the order, and you win. There would be some elements in the way which can kill you. So this will be our game. Let's dive in and make our own Among Us game in Scratch. So, first we are going to create a new project, and we are going to rename as Among Us Part 1. Then we will import the sprites. I have given the link in the description below. When you will open it, the project page will open. There you have to remix it, and this will open. Then you have to download the main character and the full map by right clicking on it and tapping on export. Same with the sounds. I have given 3 sounds. Please download these all. Right click on these and click on export. So let's come back to our original project and import these sprites. Okay, so here what we have to do, in a full map I have given 2 costumes. One is blank and one is full map. So first we are going to place one flag clicked, and we are going to place it in the center by using Koto X0 Y0. And then we are going to switch it to blank. Switch costume to blank, and then set size to 600%. And switch costume to full map. And then we are going to put show. Next, in our main character, we are going to use when flag clicked, and we are going to place it in the center, and we are going to set the size to 30%. 30% for the main character and 600% for the full map. Now we will let it go to the front layer so it doesn't hide behind the full map. Please note that the full map should be a sprite, not a backdrop. Now we are going to set rotation style to left and right, so it flips rather than completely rotate. Now we are going to use the forever block, and we are going to put if then block, go to sensing and use key space pressed, duplicate it 4 times till you have 4 if then 2 if till you have 4 key space pressed then blocks. Now we are going to put this in the forever block, and we are going to keep it right arrow, left arrow, up arrow and down arrow. And then we are going to motion and put it point in direction 90 and point in direction minus 90. Now comes the fun part. We always give motion to a sprite in almost all of our projects. But today we are not going to move the sprite. Sounds stupid, right? But don't get confused. Let's understand what we mean by relative motion. For example, you're traveling by train, and when you look outside the window, everything starts going backwards, right? But in reality, we are moving and everything is at rest. We will use the same idea in a game. We will make it such that it looks like a main character is moving, but it's not. So to do this, we need to make two new variables. One will be scroll X and one will be scroll Y. Now we are going to set these two to 0 when the game will start. Now we will make our own new scratch block, which will be named as move X, and then add a input, put X in it, and then add a label, put Y in it, and then add an input, put X in it, and then tap on OK. Now in the define block 1, there is a define block to tell Scratch what happens when we use this move XY block. So we will change scroll X by X and scroll Y by Y. Okay, so I found a problem in our move X and Y block, which is that I by mistakenly put move X and move Y Y. Move Y X. So keep in mind, do not do this mistake. Okay, so let's do it again. change scroll x by x and change scroll y by y. Now we are going to use this block and our right arrow, left arrow, up arrow and down arrow. Now in our right arrow we will put move x 10 and y 0. Opposite for the left minus 10 0. And for up arrow we are going to put x 0 y 10 and down arrow would be x 0 y minus 10. Now in a full map we will take a forever block and put and go to motion, use this, go to x and y block, go to variables, so we will make it go to x, scroll x, go to y, scroll y. Now let's play it. Now we are able to move, but the problem is the keys are reversed. When I go to right, it goes to left. So to fix that, we are going to take out this scroll x and scroll y, go to operators and take the minus block 2 times. In one we put scroll x and one we will put scroll y. Now we are going to keep it 0 for both and put it in our block. Now our character is in the boundary and that is a problem. So to bring it in the track, we are going to keep it minus 200 in the scroll y. So this block will be go to x 0 minus scroll x y minus 200 minus scroll y. Now let's see. Now it is on the track. Now we are able to move, but we can go through the boundaries also. So to fix that, we have to upload a new sprite name boundary. I have given the link of that also in the description below. Now we are going to duplicate the code in the full map. We are going to copy it and paste it in the boundary, and the main character in the define block, which is here, we are going to keep it in the motion. Go to x y block and we will put the values as x y, so it will be go to x x y y. Now what we are going to do is we are going to go to controls and use if then block, and we will put these change scroll x by x and change scroll y by y in the if then block. Now we will go to operators and take this not block, and in the sensing area we are going to take the touching mouse pointer block and put it to boundary, and then we are going to use one more go to xy block and place under the if not touching boundary then block, and these two values will be 0. And to make the motion the walking motion, it will take just one block. We have to go to looks and take the next costume block. Now let's try it. Okay, so we have also made the walking animation. It's so easy, right? Now what we are going to do is, we have almost completed our Among Us part 1. So next what we are going to do is, we are going to add the sounds. So first tap on backdrop and upload the lobby ambient sound, and in the code go to events, when flag clicked, control forever sound, play sound lobby ambience until done. Now what we are going to do is, yes, now what we are going to do is, the background music is done for the game. Now we have to put the walking sound. Now go to costume and see which of in which costume the foot is down. I can see in number 3, number 4, number 5 and number 8, the foot is touching the ground. So what we are going to do is, we are going to use frag block, and then in the forever we will put this if then block, and then we will use the all block 4 times. So we have 1 2 3 4 boolean, and then in the sensing key, take out key block 4 times and place it here, and then put the key up arrow, key down arrow, key right arrow, and key left arrow. Now I am keeping it down, but when you put it down, it sometimes gets deleted. So what you can do is, again you have to again make it. Now when flag clicked, and we will go to yes forever and use if then block, and go to operators, and we will drag all block how many times, yes, till we have 4 boolean, and then we will go to sensing and take the key space pressed block how many times, yes, 4 times. And we will keep it as right, left, up and down. So then we will, and we will take one more if then block, and take or we have selected 3 4 5 and 8, 3 4 5 and 8. Wow. Or 4 times we are going to take
till we have 4 boolean, and then we are going to use this equals to block and put it in these. And go to looks and take costume number and then put in the values. We took 3, 4, 5 and 8. And we are going to put these in the second if then block, and then we will go to sound and we will set play sound until done. Or you can also take, or except of this, we can take start sound. Now we will upload both of the footsteps sounds, and if you have to decide which one you like. If you're confused, what you can do is you can go, you have now options which to take. So now you can pick a random 1 to 2 and set pitch effect to pick random -10 to 10, and we will add the wait in the forever block for 0.01 second. Now we will check. Okay, so now it's working and we have completed our part 1.
Hope you are excited to play this game. You can also play the game made by me, link in description. Part 2 will be released soon. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment and subscribe.